going to do some quick chairman's comments and invite you to join me. The thing that I'm going to start with, of course, is this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. And one of the reasons I gave out flags was so that we remember all the folks who aren't here and gave their lives for us. And when I was thinking about how to frame it, I remembered that old song by the Staple Singers, "Why Are We Treated So Bad?" Now, I'm a veteran, Bill's a veteran. Are there any other veterans here? Anyone else served? We served for you guys? It's all good. We went. We did our thing. I want you to understand what's happening to our veterans. It's very important. I judge a country by how they treat their veterans. Some people take the poor, some people take the homeless. I take the people who are willing to go out there and sacrifice their lives for you. As an ordained reverend, I'll remind you, it was one of us that put themselves on the cross and sacrificed themselves for you. We have lots and lots of people. And I want to start with a woman, Sharon Hellman, and ask, why are we treated so bad? Now here's a woman that did a shabby job with the VA. And they finally found a way to convict her of some minor taking gifts, this, that, and the other. Not the death panel situation where actual VA people are dying and standing in line. And they gave her 2 years probation, which is a slap in the face to every veteran, everyone who served. Now, I don't say that just because I served. I'm here because Bill served. I'm talking about my father who served. I'm talking about my uncles who served in the Navy. I'm talking about my cousin who served at Arlington National Cemetery and buried JFK. We all put ourselves in harm's way, and she does what we call escaped in the military. And I bet she's still got all her benefits. And I just found out today regarding benefits, they go back 5 years. 400,000 GIs were taken off of their benefits accidentally. On purpose. Accidentally. Computer glitch. And you know when you lose your benefits in the military or in the government, it's very, very difficult to get those benefits back. Those are the kind of glitches and errors that make me wonder, why are we treated so bad? I found out that the veterans budget has been slashed in order to let Afghan interpreters into America. What have we done as veterans to deserve this kind of treatment? There was some guy, secretary of this, that, and the other, and maybe you heard about it. He compared veterans having to stand in line for service to people at Disneyland. A little bit of a different, right? We're going to Disneyland to have a great time, fun, etc. We're not standing in line for our country, and we're not dying while we're standing in line, are we? Why are we being treated so bad? We who wrap ourselves in the flag. One of the reasons I gave you this flag was for you to remember, because Bill Montgomery remembers. When GIs came back from the Gulf War, they're not wrapped in this flag. This flag is on their coffin. We have a flag flying at half-mast. We used to joke. I could have answered that question, Timothy, that you sent to him about us and first responders and all the different issues that we go through with crime. We used to joke, how come when there's a disaster, everybody gets to run that way, we get to run right into the disaster? Because I was a SWAT team commander. We always went that way. And we joke about it. But it wasn't funny when one of us was lost. So I just ask you to keep your eye on what's happening with the VA, why we're being treated this way, what we could have possibly done. I was even outrageous enough to think about, what is it with GIs? What is it with the VA? Are we the new N-words? You know, you can't use the N-word on people anymore, but it seems to me, and that's why that song kind of resonated with me. Why are we treated so bad? Well, that's what it had to do with, actually. They were talking about, probably personally, you know, why are black people treated the way that they were treated back in the day, and they couldn't sit here, and they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. I don't say it personally, but I will say it. I think that GIs, veterans, are the very best of us. And I hope that all of you will feel that way too this weekend. And I know you'll be drinking the beer and eating the hamburgers and having a good time and talking about the game. Right now, I thank you for coming here. The Golden State Warriors are playing the Oklahoma Thunder, and those of you that know basketball know that the Golden State Warriors have a guy named Stephen Curry, unbelievable basketball player. Just the other night, he hit a three-pointer from about 30 feet away on one leg. And all I could think about is, hey, I know some GIs that can do that because they only got one leg. We need to remember that. We need to be emotional about that. Because that's the only way we're going to get through as a country. And it's time for unity. We just had Trump. And I know, like we did with John McCain, oh no, he's not the one. Oh no, we don't want Mitt Romney, he's a Mormon. Oh no, no, no. I said, well, you want this Muslim guy instead? Obama 1, Obama 2. The abomination of Obama, we called it. And now we have Hillary. And you know what she's going to do. My mantra is, buy one Hillary, get one free dog, her husband. Because that's what he is, dog for life, right? And she's got up to three, count them, Supreme Court justices possible. Transgender will be the least of your problems. I guarantee you that if she gets in. You all know what I'm talking about. It can go very, very badly for us. So I would ask you to remember our unity. Remember what we're all about. We're the roots of this country. We're the freedom of this country. We're everything that's great about this country. This man, 870,000 people killed in the Civil War about freedom. And a beacon went out. How many wars are fought for human rights? Usually it's land, money, gold, Halliburton, you name it, right? We've done something as Republicans that the world still envies. And I was out today getting my signatures, and a woman said to me, you know, I hope that people will start to respect us again. We are not respected. They're looking at all these sorts of things that we do. That's what I talked about with Claire, with the cannibalism of the Republican Party, that we're at each other's throats. But we should be high-fiving one another, not stabbing each other in the back. So these are things to ponder this weekend, and ponder that when you look at the flag and understand the people who are gone for a reason. They're gone for you. And ask yourself that question: why are we treated so bad? ISIS, they're sending migrants to Europe. ISIS fighters are among those people who are going to Europe in the migrant population. That could be happening here. So when we debate about the Muslim thing and whether we should, I was one of the first people that said, no, I think we can stop. You know, can't we tell the Statue of Liberty, look, we're just going to take a little break. You know, like in your house, you need to find out who's in the club, who's in the house. We just, you know, maybe not forever, but we have to get a handle on this. They're coming here. We got 140 countries coming in across the border. We talk about the Mexicans, but there's a whole lot of different people coming in. And we have what we call the flyovers, which is what I asked Alan. Alex Molesky didn't know what that meant. I said, man, ain't everybody coming along that old path. I said, that's old, worn file footage. My wife actually knows that there were people who were getting tickets. You can just fly into America from these places. And then one woman talked about that when she was in New Jersey. She said that was an issue that we had to deal with. It's not just people coming in through Mexico and across the border. They're coming from every doggone where. We need to get a handle on those sorts of things. And we need to look at the fact that when people are coming here, because we had that happen here, that was what San Bernardino was, right? They embedded a couple of ISIS, Al-Qaeda kind of people amongst the regular people. They all look alike, no pun intended. So we don't know. But just today, they understand that that's what's happening with all the migrants. And it's going to bite Europe. You can be sure of that. You're already seeing what's happening in Paris and all the different attacks in Belgium. That could be us. The plane that got blown up. They asked one of these spokesmen for the FAA, don't you think we could have cameras or something to watch these people? We have cameras everywhere. She said, well, you know, we would have to have a major incident before they would actually want to put that kind of money out. I'm like, was it 911? a major incident of some kind. I said, have you forgotten? 3 planes into a building and 1 into the ground? Isn't that enough for you to say, you know, how much does it cost for our lives? We got a lot of work to do here, people. Any comments concerning what I said about the GIs and what's happening to the VA and ISIS? Anybody want to weigh in?